Um, they actually have an entry behavior for formal qualifications. They are either diploma or degree holders of programs that are related to pre-departure training or home care training. But our work as Nita as an authority is to upskill them, to induct them to respond to pre-departure training requirements. So these are actually Kenyans with an entry behavior diploma, instructor training from Kenya School of TVET or universities that offer instructor training or pedagogical training to the trainers. So their generic entry behavior chair is that they have either a diploma or degree and an instructor training certificate and programs or content that is related to hospitality industry or otherwise. Then our work as Nita is to induct them in a short training program called Training of Trainers. So our standard operating procedures to accredit a training institution is that the trainers or the instructors must have undertaken that TUT program by Nita, clinical chair. And the beneficiaries of the trainees or the candidates are basically the workers whom we want to upskill for the purposes of pre-departure orientation. And these are people as part of the supply chain that are basically derived from private recruitment agencies who have job offers in the destination markets. And these private recruitment agencies are actually a function of the National Employment Authority. It is these recruitment agencies that then supply the training institutions with whom we call trainees or candidates or students. Chairman, I stop there if that is sufficient. Really, derivatives of the private recruitment agencies. And I want to say again, coming forward, that Kenya has a bilateral agreement with the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia for the purposes of the export of domestic workers. In that bilateral agreement, Chair, there is an article that talks about the entry behavior of the workers that we must export to service the domestic market in Saudi Arabia, in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And the minimum entry behavior of the beneficiaries of the trainees is actually KCP, the minimum, which we also want to revise because this also dictates the performance or the competitiveness of the workers that we export to that particular destination market. So we are relying on a BLA. That means that between us and the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, there is an agreement that states the entry behavior of the workers and the requirement that they must be trained for the period for which we subscribe to, Chair. So the entry behavior is a minimum of KCPE. So as the job offers are uptaken and as the workers are mobilized or the beneficiaries are mobilized, they are mobilized on the context of compliance with the BLA that we have signed with the destination market, Chair. To Chair, I would want to clarify that the 124 training providers that we've accredited are not agents. We can call them agents in the context of training providers, but the actual agents are the agents that actually get the job offers and are actually controlled or regulated by the National Employment Authority. So the job offers that tend to mobilize the beneficiaries that we uptake to train through the accredited training providers is actually a function of NEA and is a function of the fact that they then work very closely, they collaborate with the training providers. So the 124 training providers work closely with the recruitment agents so that they can be supplied with the beneficiaries that have been mobilized from various parts of this country for the purposes of training and export. Thank you, Chair.